Hello, hello, hello everyone, Thunderous Fulf here. Welcome one, welcome all to another stream. Lego, it's been a little bit, hope you've been well, good to see you in the stream. Sam, JR3, Siri Bot, the Splooey. I think you get two hellos. I might have already said hello to you, Sam JR3. Sam JR3, you get two hellos. Ace Combat Shill, Zuvian, Cute Dragon Spotted. Let's see, that is everyone, right? Yeah, Lego. It's only been a couple days. Why am I already acting like it's been a month since I've last done a stream? Holy shit, I'm supposed to have my intros in check. What am I doing? But if I missed you, feel free to yell and, like, punch me or something. Don't actually do that, because I'd like to not have to go to the hospital, because I made the fatal mistake of being born in America, so I would immediately go into medical debt if you did that. But in any case, welcome on in, and lurkers, any lurkers in the chat, welcome on in. I hope you all have been having a good day today. Today has been a very lazy day. I took part in my my online class. And then after that, I just kind of binged YouTube all day. I meant to do, I binged YouTube, and then I did a little bit of proofreading for, like, some scripts for future YouTube videos that I did, so it's been an okay-ish, like, day in terms of productivity, but other than that, I've just been binging YouTube all day and everything. But I can now say that I am productive once more here, as I am now streaming as well for a little bit. Kavairu, Sinofox, yo, welcome on in. Good to see you. Here, let me catch up on the chat here. Why, hello. You know what, actually, before I catch up on the chat, let us transition to the gameplay screen. Come one, come all, the arcade has opened once more. Here we are on my Steam library once more. So now I can actually catch up on the chat. Let's see. Hey, Fulf, what do you think are the odds of Ace Combat 8 being revealed during the Sony State of Play tomorrow or sometime during TGS? Part of me is saying that, like, I don't know if, like, anything substantial, like, maybe, like, a teaser trailer, maybe, might get revealed or something like that. I don't know. I'm trying to remember when, like, the teaser, the tease trailer for Ace Combat 7 released, and, like, trying to take that into consideration for how Ace Combat 8 could potentially go. I don't know, though. Like, I'm not getting my hopes up, personally, that Ace Combat 8 would be there, but I would be super stoked if, like, any kind of Ace Combat 8 details were to get revealed there, for sure. Full of Cope for Ace Combat 8 and not the character. Do you think that voice actor still has their job as Cope? Do you think, or do you think that VA got booted after he let slip the details, like, or some details, rather, of Ace Combat 8? Do you think he's still on the VA team? Skewt Biddy Fulf, what the fuck? He circumvented the timeout? Oh my gosh. My thoughts exactly. Why, ... from Sam. Why, ... Downloaded the flags of the entire Ace Combat 2 soundtrack? Nice! What is it? Something with, like, full lossless audio code? Something. I'm trying to remember what FLAC stands for. Something to do with audio. I'm fairly certain the A in FLAC stands for audio, if I'm remembering right. Skibbity okay, I immediately know what I immediately know how I'm gonna update my banned words list after stream today. Awesome. Type Krungo shit in chat. She heart on my Iron Till I 4, and we have a hydrate for, if I could word good, geez. We have a hydrate redeemed from, yeah, hydrate. I for some reason thought I said we have a Lego redeemed from hydrate. I'm like, what? No, let me get my sippies in. Oh. Water is that good shit. Yo, Doomsday Pariah, welcome. Hi Thunder, hi Dooms. Yo, good to see ya. It's Cute Biddy Fulfus. Gee, oh my god. Sam, scatter. Hey, I'm not cute. Yes, you are, Zuvian. Yes, you are. The various 6th place finishes that you've had whenever, or the couple times I should say, we've done Marbles on stream proves that. Lurkers, that sounds like a good day. Yeah, it's been an alright day so far today. I will say though, as someone who is back in the thick of classes now, I can confirm it is not fun to have to worry about something that is due either later that night or, like, later that week, because you don't want to wait until, like, the day before to do everything for, like, a big project or something like that, right? But at the same time, you know, you also don't want to like do part of the work that's like needed for that day as well. So it's like, oh, where's the balance? Where's the balance in that? I don't know. I managed today. I haven't done any classwork today just yet, but I don't know. Will I do any classwork today? I don't know. I might get started on something. I might do that thing where, like, you know how... Oh, Sinofox, you have a jacket and t-shirt offer, sorry. I'm about to channel my inner Rambly the raccoon from Indigo Park before I let my chest breathe. There we go. Okay. There we go. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, so I might do that thing where, like, you know when you put your name and, like, the date and, like, the title on, like, an essay that you need to write for, like, a class or something, and then you're like, that's enough progress for today. That might be what I do tonight after stream. See, so happy, back to my main variation of Autumn. Hey, nice. Various times Zuvian has gotten 6 versus the plethora of occasions Thunder has obtained 6. I'm going to commit various unforgivable war crimes. Crimson won before nuking Presidia. Honestly, you solely are responsible for this. Honestly, though, poor Widow Queemshin 1, Kwai Mia Wiver, wah. Can we talk about how Crimson 1 has become the like... would father figure be the video game representation of like antagonists gaslighting the protagonist? Can we talk about how at least like from what I've seen, Crimson 1 has become the guy to turn to whenever you want an example of the antagonist gaslighting you as the player. You solely are responsible for this. You drove me to this death and destruction over the Federation. Millions of lives lost. So many ghosts. Kill me or be killed. Like, what the, like, dude. Bro, you good? You ain't no real Cascadian cringe sin 1. Wow, Monarch, I can't believe you got into my cockpit and nuked the city. Yeah, how could Monarch do this? How could Hitman 1 do this? Yeah. Speaking of Project Wingman and Monarch and Crimson and everyone, everyone in Project Wingman, today we will be doing some speedrunning practice for Project Wingman's campaign. And the reason for that is because I've mentioned this Twitch team like every now and then in like some past streams, but I'll be bringing them up again here because they're an online event that they'll be doing is coming up soon. Soon as, well, submissions for things are going to be coming soon. The actual event itself isn't until, like, late November. But the Fastest Furs Twitch team, like furry speedrunners, essentially, they have their Fall Fest event coming up here soon. It'll be taking place from the 21st to the 24th? Am I, like 20-something, if not those days specifically. But because they've got that event coming up in the next couple of months, applications for like speedruns are available. Like they're open right now. They've got applications for like volunteer staff, like tech, like volunteer staff. They've got host applications as well to like read off any donations for like incentives and just like donations in general for what charity, there we go, that's the word I was looking for what charity that Fastest Furs will be donating any like donations towards, which is Trans Lifeline, specifically the charity of choice for this year that they'll be doing. And then they've got like host applications, you know, for reading off those, and then actual like submission videos where like you speedrun a game and then you submit that, and then depending on like depending on how like the committee of people essentially that choose like who gets to like have what time slots for the day, you could potentially get a chance to speedrun the game live, like there as well. So do I think I'll actually get in? Like, do I think my speedrun will actually get into the lineup cute essentially bull, of
cute bull.
I am not cute. Hey, I'm not cute. I'm not cute. I'm not cute. I'm not cute. No. Ignore. I'm not cute. I'm talking over you now. I'm talking over you now. I'm not cute. What? I'm not. No. The hell?
He is not cute.
There we go. That's the kind of thing that I want to hear more of. Good going, Johnny. Good going. Exclamation mark Thunderous. Oh boy, and here comes the cute puppy, the cute puppy Thunder spam in the chat. Oh dear. Oh dear. But do I actually think that I'll get into like the fastest first like lineup of speedruns? Probably not, no. But hey, you know what? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So I figured let's get some practice in, and then I would do the submission like later than it. If I could word good, geez. Later in the week, because any speedrun submissions, like applications and whatnot, are due by October 1st. So later this week and everything. And like on the off chance that I do somehow manage to get in, I'll be like, oh shit, like cool beans and everything. But yeah, you should set up live split if you want to speedrun. I do have like the basic, like a basic timer here to count like speedruns and whatnot. But in terms of like a more in-depth live split setup, I do want to look more into that. About like how to like what is it, like segmenting like runs and whatnot for like individual missions and whatnot, so you can get like a breakdown of like how long each mission takes and whatnot and all of that. So what's the rule / category you're going for? That looks like live split. It's not too hard to set. Yeah, I do think like this is the basic timer, but in terms of like setting up the individual like missions and whatnot, like I need to look more into that. Yeah. But what's the rules category you're going for in Project Wingman? So I'm doing an any %. So just completing the game like as quick as possible. Like no specific completion goals in mind and whatnot. And as for the rules, actually, you know what? Hang on, I'm going to unplug the HDMI cord while I pull something up here real quick. For the rules, at least I'm going to reference I'm going to be referencing speedrun.com, the site that I gave as an example for when I did my Ace Combat 4 speedrun a little while back. There we go. Oh, here, let me zoom in a little bit more. The text is still a little small for you guys. There we go. So as you can see here, at least judging from here, there's a ton of different categories. So New Game Plus, no MSB, which is Mission Skip Bug. That's what MSB stands for. The specific variant that I'm going to be going for is New Game Plus, no Mission Skip Bug on Mercenary difficulty. This is the specific variant that I will be going for, like in my submission and whatnot. And you can see here on the submission version 1.0.5 or 2.0 version, 2.0 or newer or 1.05 or older. The reason why there's that distinction is because the MSB, the mission skip bug, which is where you can skip missions by manipulating the skip sequence during any takeoffs and landings for any missions that have those mini games. You could utilize that to skip entire missions in 1.05 versions of Project Wingman or older. However, on 2.0 or newer, the 2.0 version that came out with Frontline 59's release and everything, you can't do that. Not that I would have wanted to do that anyway, like for this specific run and whatnot, but yeah. So like if we go to rules here, category rules, runs must be done on, well, at least for no mission skip mercenary. Mission skip bug is banned. Time ends on completed Fade Out and Kings. Subcategory is for run of Project Wingman done on 2.0 or newer, released in 2023, which patched out many exploits. This should also be your default if running the PS5 version, as older versions do not exist. So, it says here for campaign runs, timing starts on difficulty selection. So once I hit the button to select mercenary difficulty, that's when the timer will start. Timing ends on full blackout after final battle. So after the screen goes black after we shoot down Crimson 1 at the very end. And then video is required, timer on screen is recommended. Got the timer, all set and good to go. But yeah, there are a ton of different if I could word good, ton of different options for you to choose from. New Game Plus Mercenary with the mission skip bug enabled, a fresh new game, so not even New Game Plus, so starting with the starter aircraft and working your way up from there. There's even specific speedruns for just the Frontline 59 missions as well. So like Frontline 59 New Game Plus Mercenary and all that, just regular New Game Plus and everything. But yeah, so the specific like variant that I'll be going for both the practices and for when I eventually do my full-blown speedrun will be New Game Plus, no mission skip bug on Mercenary difficulty. That's the specific specific one. Let's see. Well, quite a few categories. Yeah. Guessing New Game Plus any plans? Yep. So plan to speedrun changed, betrayed, and later on if I have the time to try Sekiro, hitless if possible, and Granny 1 through 3, but like it's so hard just to learn one game. Honestly, yeah, because speedrunning, like knowing any like time saves and skips and whatnot, because speedrunning is a fundamentally different way to play a game and whatnot. especially with what you need to take into consideration in order to like get the best time on that game, for sure. Yeah. Also, are you in the game speedrun Discord? You should most definitely check that, plus resources. I am a part of the Fastest First Discord as well, so like there I've been able to get like a better idea on like what speedrunning entails, because I'm new to the speedrun. I'm still like new to the speedrunning scene. I've only speedran, I guess in this case, one game, that being Ace Combat 4 Shattered Skies. Also known as Distant Thunder over in Europe. So I'm still pretty new to speedrunning, so like I've had to learn, you know, about more about like what emulation, like what their standards on emulation is specifically, because I've never had to take into account like any advantages that an emulator could give, which could make a speedrun like negligible, or not negligible, that's the wrong word, ineligible. There we go. Why did I say negligible? But yeah, like I had to take that into account, and just like a bunch of other stuff as well, like incentives. I had to learn about like good incentive ideas for like any streams and whatnot. So yeah, Changed is a pretty beginner-friendly speedrun game, but it's also ironically very speedrun unfriendly because of its RNG, the random number generator. Yep, absolutely. Yep. Here, let me scroll up. Did I see Crimson 1 would be the type to depict Monarch as the soy jack and himself as the Chad? Honestly, though, yeah. Okay, I don't think I've missed anything else in the chat. Okay, so we can close out of this, and it's not, you probably need to squint to see it, but look, so you see how right here, the beta branch update 1, platform update 2.0 and everything, I did not know that you needed to manually opt into the beta branch of the game here in order to get the 2.0 update. So I've just been stuck at version 1.04 on this game for the longest time. So I'm like, oh shit. So here, let me boot that up. I'll pause the music there. So I'm like, oh shit, no wonder. But whatchamacallit? But yeah, so there's that. So I got the more up-to-date version of this game on my PC here. So that's cool. That's awesome and everything. So so other than that though, there hasn't been like much in the way of like changes and whatnot. But you'll see here on the immediate splash screen, it's looking a little bit different. Much less orange. Much less in the way of orange in the sky and whatnot. So can I? Okay, there we go. My controller. Pray to RN Jesus. Okay. So for this first practice session, I will just be practicing individual missions. I'm not going to do a practice playthrough of the game just yet. A practice playthrough of the game I'll probably do either on Wednesday. Well, I don't know if I'd be able to beat the game in like 2 or so hours on Wednesday. I don't know. That a practice run in and of itself might just be something that I have to do before I like boot up OBS and everything to record my like official run and whatnot. But any specific missions that I'm not entirely sure how to feel about is what I'm going to be focusing on. Whether it's like not sure about like the specific pathing or the loadout or like whatever the case may be for something. So the first mission, let's see. So Black Flag is pretty standard. Like I would just take the Project Wingman Mark 1 into that, just mop up that. Frontier, same thing, Project Wingman. Homestead, probably yeah. That, and yeah, we're actually going to do Homestead as the first practice mission here. And the reason for that is because of the fact that there are actually, at least from what I saw on the speedrun.com website, there was a specific like tips and tricks section essentially where like the people on there said that a lot of and I'm gonna hide the timer for now because we're not quite at a point where I want to test out different like loadouts to see what we want just yet. Later on in the practice runs though, I'll want to do that. But what else was I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, so there's been a couple of soft lock opportunities highlighted, and the main one is in regard to enemy ace spawns. So like in this mission here, you've got Crosstalk Squadron that shows up at the very end. And like this applies to like any boss in Project Wingman here. If you take out the boss either at a specific point, like depleting like one or more of their health bars that are like segmented into chunks of like 2 or 3 or whatever. whatever it is for that specific boss. Or if you just eliminate the squadron itself, like before their splash screen, essentially, their splash screen intro finishes, you can soft lock the game so that way the mission will keep on going, but the mission won't actually like end and everything. So you got to be careful about that. So just to get an idea on like any specific positioning for like the boss fight, or not, yeah, like small boss fight. What? Oh, I'm clicked out of the game. That's why I keep on forgetting. Whenever I click out of the game here to like scroll up in the chat or something over on OBS, the game audio mutes for some reason. But yeah, so this will be the first run here. So chat. The Project Wingman Mark 1, it should be no surprise to anyone who is familiar with this game. We will be utilizing this aircraft for most of the missions for this run. And the reason why I say that is because along with the standard missiles that you get, as is the case with any aircraft, the burst missile launcher and the railgun can be really effective. The railgun is super effective for eliminating airships. If you're able to line your shot up right to get a hit on the hull, you don't even have to take out any of the anti-air defenses before going after the hull itself. You can just one-shot the airship and everything. And then the burst missile launcher is really good for wiping out a shit ton of air and ground threats at the same time. The main downside with these, though, with the burst missile launcher and the railgun, the main downsides with those two are the long reload times. So it's not like you can just willy-nilly fire like the burst missile launcher and the railgun all day, because depending on when you fire your railguns and your burst missile launcher shots for speedrunning purposes, that can actually add on a decent chunk of time to your overall run, time that you could have saved. Like say for example, you spend your burst missile launcher ammo and your burst missile launcher volley essentially and your railgun shot on like something, and then like the last target is an airship, for instance, before you complete the level. Because you just fired your railgun, and because the railgun reload takes a little bit, you're gonna have to take down that airship the conventional way, whereas if you had a railgun charged up and you were able to save, your shot and everything and line it up right, you could potentially be saving yourself a couple of seconds at the end of the mission there. So you got to be careful about when you use the burst missile launcher and the railgun here for speedrunning purposes, at least. But if you are able to time those uses right, this thing can be really damn good. And it's honestly just a really cool plane on its own, especially with like the cannon that you get for it. As well, like the dun 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 dun, like the heavier hitting cannon, and then just the insane maneuverability that this thing has as well is really darn cool. Imagine a plane in Ace Combat being called the Ace Combatant Mark 1. Anti-ship missile success for airships. Yeah, I've only ever used the ASMs a couple times. Like the last time I remember using the ASMs was like during an early game run of Conquest, of Project Wingman's Conquest mode, and that's about it. Turn rate 150. Yep. Turn rate 150. Roll rate 350. Yep. This thing is nuts. This thing is nutty. It's so damn good. All right, and let's skip the takeoff sequence there. And immediately hit the start button to commence the mission. All right, so I'll be fully honest, I don't have an exact like attack path in mind for any of these missions. But I do know that we need to get this done quick, and it's honestly gonna be a pretty different change here as well, because I'm so used to going after like the miscellaneous targets as well. So going after just like the mission critical targets for speedrunning purposes is gonna definitely be different, but it's gonna be different, and I'm probably not gonna get it all right. Like I'm probably gonna deviate and like get too focused. Autopilot, will kick in and everything. But that's why we're doing a practice run here first and foremost before anything else. So I'm just gonna kind of fly in, just kind of getting a feel for the game again here. Another thing that you need to be careful though with the burst missile launcher here is that you don't want to fire your burst missiles too close to your target, because then the deployment delay that the burst missile will delay that the burst missiles will receive will mean that their shots won't hit. So you got to be careful about that in particular. And here's where the Project Wingman Mark 1 stats really come into effect here. The insane turn speed that you're able to do here, coupled with how powerful the cannon is in particular, means that this aircraft is without question the best one to take in an aerial engagement, especially because of how combat works in this game. The cannon is actually one of the more effective weapons in this game. And you see how powerful the railgun is right there? That railgun just saved me so much time, or that railgun shot rather saved me so much time from having to engage that battleship right there. That thing just one-shotted the entire battleship, because if I had not been able to utilize a railgun shot there, I would have needed to whittle away at the battleship's defenses there before I'd be able to attack the main hull. So thank goodness that I was able to utilize the railgun shot there. And there we go. Oop. And for anyone not familiar with Project Wingman's Mercenary mode, the reason why Mercenary mode is so different, or Mercenary difficulty rather, is different compared to the other difficulties, is the fact that not only do enemies fly and fight much better on Mercenary difficulty, as like anyone would expect when it comes to a harder difficulty setting, but you also have a lot more enemies to fight as well, because the enemy count in a lot of the missions, like a lot of, if not all of the missions, are upped in some way. So for instance, during the Crimson 1 boss fight, for instance, normally it would just be Monarch, and then, like, normally Crimson 1 would just spawn by himself, but Crimson 1 on Mercenary difficulty in the last mission has a couple of wingmen that are priority targets as well that you need to shoot down and everything. And on the 4th mission, I believe it is, uphill in every way, you have to... Oh man, my other missile didn't reload. Where like you have to deal with the where you have to deal with like a shit ton of enemy forces on their own and everything. You also have a lot more in the way of enemies to deal with, because the land battleships also come into play for that mission as well. So you don't have to, or so on like other difficulties, you normally wouldn't deal with the land battleship, but on Mercenary difficulty you do. So general difficulty increase across the board, from enemy count to like enemy effectiveness as well, and everything. So please, just don't get us killed, boss. All right. Okay, and you can see right here, do you see the number of enemies that Crosstalk Squadron has here as well? Crosstalk Squadron usually only has a couple. Like, I think for all of the boss fights, minus story-related ones like Crimson 1's boss fight, the enemy count is like doubled, I want to say, for all of the, or for, not all, but for like most of them. Either they're doubled or they're made like harder in some way. Like the airship, and then the pair of what are they, FS-15s, I want to say, that show up in Clear Skies, Mission 8. You would normally have to face off only against 2 of those plus the airship, but in that mission on Mercenary, you have to fight off 4 of those 4 escort craft plus the airship. How many different aircrafts can you choose from in Project Wingman? I don't remember the exact count off the top of my head, but you can choose from a decent amount of them. Even more so if you go into the Conquest mode, because the Conquest mode has like Mark II variants of the planes as well. So it all depends on like whether you're playing the campaign or Conquest. Campaign, you already get a lot of aircraft to be able to choose from, but all those burst missiles after the same guy. Oh my gosh. There's the mission complete, and something that I will definitely be utilizing when it comes to actual runtime, here, let me move the cursor here. You see the skip option under resume. Any post-mission dialogue that normally plays at the end of a mission, you can skip that entirely. This is different from the mission skip bug because the mission skip bug allowed you to clear entire missions without needing to have ever played them. Here, we're just skipping end mission dialogue, so that does not count as a mission skip bug. It would count as like a dialogue skip, you know, essentially. Not a mission skip bug. And then we can also skip the landing sequence as well. I'll be doing that for the final run and whatnot too. And that is the first mission. So okay, so yeah, I definitely got to keep in mind that that a lot of them have like have double spawns. So honestly, I don't know. So for anyone who didn't notice, I did hesitate a little bit when I equipped my burst missile launcher because I like swung back around to let the splash screen play and whatnot. But because there are so many enemies that Crosstalk Squadron has, it might be worth it to try to like fire your burst missile launcher because I doubt that like I would be able to get all of Crosstalk Squadron. Creaky chair.mp3. I doubt I'd be able to get all of Crosstalk Squadron in that single burst before their like splash screen intro ended. So that might be worth coming back around to. I don't want to replay the mission just yet to try that out. I want to explore some other missions as well and whatnot, but I definitely want to come back to that at some point. And alas, ooh, that was chilly. That mission was chilly. If y'all didn't notice, it was chilly in Homestead with all the snow and everything. I gotta warm up. I gotta put my shirt and jacket back on. Brr, eh. Real talk though, I do vastly prefer it to be colder as opposed to hotter because colder you can put on, like when the weather's colder, you can put on as many layers of clothing as you need. When it's hotter, you can only take off so many layers of clothing before you're just butt naked in the house and whatnot, and like you would still be sweating. So, let's see, uphill every way. I feel confident about uphill every way, because uphill every way, I would be able to just utilize, like, the railguns for the land battleships, utilize the railguns for, like, any aerial ships, and just make sure to be careful about the timing of, like, my burst missile launcher shots, so I get the most use out of, like, any of those bursts, and then I can clean up with, like, the gun and the standard missile as I'm waiting, and whatnot. Sirens at Defeat, I feel okay on Machine. You know, Machine of the Mantle, I'll want to... let's do a practice run on Machine of the Mantle here. Oh, and I clicked out of OBS, or clicked out of Project Wingman. There we go. Okay. Yay, we can hear the game again. Because I'm so used to just going after the... whatchamacallits. The motherfucking... the, like, all of the targets and everything... but there's only like a couple priority targets. And you know what? I just realized. Okay, so I am... Oh, I need to get out of the... Hold on. Return to the menu. Yes, I need to get out of the screen here. My mouse cursor was not letting me move over to the... Oh. Well, this is quite the peculiar visual bug. Huh. It seems like all of the options have... Yeah, seems like this is some pretty unstable operating software that the Sicario Mercenary Corps is utilizing. Look at that. Muy interesante. Very interesting indeed. So, graphical bugs aside, we will be utilizing the timer for this one, and the reason why is because I want to time whether or not... See, like, I want to time whether or not it's faster to engage Crimson 1 with the Project Wingman Mark 1, or if it would be quicker to just escape to the combat zone border. I immediately want to say that it would be quicker to just engage Crimson 1, or Crimson Squadron, rather, and just get one of Crimson Squadron's fighters, like, to the minimal health to trigger the end of the mission there. But at the same time, I also want to see verbatim, like, according to the clock here, if it is indeed faster, because I could be wrong there. Only one real true way to find out there. So we'll be doing 2 runs of Machine of the Mantle here. One where we run when Crimson Squadron shows up, and then one where Crimson Squadron shows up and we engage, just to see which of the 2 versions would be usually faster. Last 2 missions in Ace Combat X have hard as fuck soundtracks. Hell yeah. Alex Squadron, Armada, Operation X, and End of Deception. Ace Combat X's soundtrack list, as well as just all of the soundtrack lists, are so damn good. So, flares, yes, launch. Okay. So, let us, here, I'm trying to see. Okay, so let's immediately pause. Okay, so interact. Let's begin. All right, 3, 2, 1, bam. Okay, X out of that, click on resume. All right. Let's see which is quicker. I mean, I guess I could wait until we actually get to the boss fight and just time the fight then, but let's start from the very beginning here. Oh, this is going to hurt. Missing all of those targets is going to hurt. It's going to hurt. See, part of me wants to so badly like let a burst missile launcher like volley go, but I fear that if I did that, then the reload times would come back to bite me by the time I actually get to the other border. We can knock out targets like SAMs and such, like one that only take like standard missiles and cannon and gun ammo to like eliminate and whatnot. But whatchamacallit, but like any mission critical targets, yeah. Okay, so now we can do that. Yo, Fuzan, welcome, welcome, welcome. Project Wingman Mark 1's turn rate plus people with motion sickness equals speed. All right, so let's do that. Okay, got those refineries. Oh yeah, I do also love, and by love I mean I don't love, how the targeting system can sometimes act up where it'll cycle through every single other target than the target that you want to actually fire at, until like you're like directly facing it and whatnot there. I gotta love that, but honestly I'm like semi used to it at this point, with like Ace Combat games, doing the same thing there. I'm semi used to it at that point, but it's still annoying. It's still annoying no matter how you dice it. All right, we have a fresh railgun shot. We have an airship right there. Bam, baby. That is how you take aim and destroy the ship. Let's go. All right. So we're gonna leave the airships be for now. Oop, I came into that approach a bit too fast. Okay, let's circle back around. Okay, let's dive on in. We can take a little bit of lava damage, if we need to, but let us avoid the lava damage if it can be helped. The other downside, by leaving all of these defenses and like fighters open and whatnot, oh god, is we're gonna have a lot of missiles headed our way. The environment here looks sick. Dude, like, Project Wingman's visuals are amazingly good. And, like, the crazy thing is, for anyone who doesn't know, Project Wingman was worked on by just 3 people. Like, the main guy who did, like, all of, like, the planes, the art, the art direction, like, the level environments and everything, Abi Rahmani. Then you have Jose Pavli, who did the music, and then Matthew Enwen, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, who was like the producer, essentially. Took on like more executive roles, I think, if I'm remembering it right. Where is this last? Oh, you are way up there. Holy shit. All right, can we nail it? Can we nail it? Can we nail it? We can nail it. Yes. All right, and now we can use the burst missile launcher on this last guy there, in order to do the whatchamacallit. In order to do that. Oh, or my burst missiles can just not take down the airship as well here. Okay, so you know what? Actually, hold on. I'm gonna make an executive decision here. How do I? Oh no, can I not tab over? Tab. Oh. Okay, apparently the tab key triggers the... Okay, there we go. Now it let me. Okay, so I'm going to make an executive decision here. I'm actually going to stop the timer. I'm going to refresh. I'm actually going... Matthew as in fly away now. Yep, Matthew as in fly away now. So I'm actually going to only time when we defeat the last enemy, because that way I'll be able to get a more accurate time on like what... a more accurate time on which plan of attack is better, either running or fighting, because I could have like a really bad like lead up to the final a really bad lead up on like my second like playthrough of the mission here, and then that would fabricate the time and whatnot. So I'm gonna refresh the timer here. Song on the Ace Combat 95 OST, just called Ace Combat, from Bro Said Icarus. That's pretty impressive. Damn. Dude, it is nuts. It is nuts to think that just 3 people made this game. Yep, thanks to Unreal Engine 4. Yep. Okay, so now let's start the timer. Go to there. About a 2-second delay, so we'll shave off 2 seconds from like what the actual time is to account for the delay in like me starting up the game again. Okay, so this is ooh, you know what? Okay, it might actually. Ooh, okay, no, I think that settles it out right there actually. No, okay. Dude, the Crimson once didn't even have a chance to show. That was nuts. Oh, you know what? We did cross the return line before skip. Wow. Oh shit! I didn't even take into account the skip. Okay, well we don't even need the timer. That settles it right there. Holy shit! Like if you're able to save the airships as like some of the last enemies that you face, you can get a head start on the return line that you need to cross in order to trigger the end of the mission. And then had I been quicker on realizing, oh shit, I can actually skip the post-mission dialogue and everything there, dude, that would have shaved. Okay, well that settles it right there. That settles it for Machine of the Mantle. I don't even need to do another playthrough of that. No, I usually fight Crimson 1 just to make the boy angry and everything. But in this case, no, it's actually much better to just run. Much better to just cut our losses and run. Run, bitch, run. Eminent Domain is the first one where I'm not entirely sure how I want to go about doing this. Why are you running? Why are you running? And the reason why I say that I'm not entirely sure about Eminent Domain is because the long reload times of the burst missile launcher could end up coming back to, well, the burst missile launcher and the railgun, those could both end up really coming back to bite me when I go to engage the ships. But I also have to take into account that there are a shit ton of air targets as well that you got to deal with, and, you know, the burst missile launchers and everything can be really good there. Because I was half debating on taking something like the Accipiter, essentially the not Harrier, essentially, because you can just load that thing up with like a shit ton of UGBLs. You can drop like up to 6 large unguided bombs as well, and it's the unguided bombs work like how they did in like Infinity, for instance, where the naval target just has to be in the general circle. You don't need to worry about like actually taking the time to aim for the hull of the ship and everything. Just so long as the bomb is in, or as long as the ship is in the general radius of the UGB's impact point, then it'll damage the ship. And then you can damage like you can take out all of the ship's like AA guns and like rail guns and whatnot on your first bomb, and then completely eliminate the ship after going for its hull with the second bomb. But at the same time, I don't think I want to take the not Harrier, essentially, at the end of the day because of the air targets, and especially, like, the cruise missiles that show up at the very end there as well. The higher speed of the Project Wingman Mark 1 could save some good seconds there. So I think we're going to stick with the Project Wingman Mark 1 for Eminent Domain. Clear Skies. I actually did I actually did a practice mission just out of the blue yesterday on Clear Skies with the Project Wingman Mark 1. You can use the Project Wingman Mark 1 with the railgun and the burst missile launcher effectively. You just need to be really careful that you don't accidentally have a stray civilian airliner in your crosshairs when you're using the burst missile launcher in particular. Otherwise, because if you down even a single civilian transport, then it counts as a mission failure, and that is a run killer right there. So you can use it, and it's honestly worth using it just for the railgun on its own, especially when you're aiming to take out the airships in the second phase during the boss fight. Just for that alone, and then on top of like the high speed, the insane mobility, and everything like that. But you just got to be really careful when using your burst missile launcher in particular. Stepping Stone, this is a perfect one for like the burst missile launcher with the wide variety of targets that you need to take out and everything. like with the spread and everything. You just got to be careful about like the reload times and everything there. But Stepping Stone, Project Wingman Mark 1, easy. Same thing with Pillars of Communication. There's a huge spread of targets, and then like how you want to like line up your railgun shots and everything. Still good with that. Cold War, Project Wingman, easy enough. Midnight Light, this is another one that I want to do a test run on because I want to see what to expect when it comes to not only the target distribution for this one in particular, but also the Frost boss fight at the very end. I want to see what that has in store. I've seen some recommendations that that you should take the spear that you need to do, the SP3 like 4. Or what is it officially designated as, actually? Do I have that numerical designation right? Is it the SP34R? Yep, otherwise known as the spear. I've seen some say that you should take the spear when going into like a frost boss fight because the cannons, because this is a pure cannon and railgun loadout. Like where it says MGP, HGP, CGP, different like railgun, or not railgun, different like machine gun variants, and then RG for railgun. I've seen some say that you should do that instead. I'm going to see how I feel with the Project Wingman Mark 1 and then the spear later on. About how many missions do you need to do? So for Project Wingman's campaign, there are 21 missions. And with it being in any percent, like from start to finish, that'll be 21. So here, let me back up here. So mission 1 right there, and then 21 right there. So from there all the way up to Kings. Where was I? Midnight Light. Here we go. So 21 missions, but for the large majority of them, you can take like the Project Wingman Mark 1. There's only a couple, like 1, 2, like only a couple. I can't remember an exact amount off the top of my head, but only a couple where I'm like, oh, I'm not sure. Do I want to see how it'll go with this in particular? Oh, let's see. Let's find out. Oh dang, that'll take a while then. Yeah, like it'll take me at least like I want to say like referencing the other well, there weren't very many times, I don't think. But I predict, like on the speedrun.com website, I predict it'll take me like anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, I think. I'm gonna aim obviously to like take the least amount of time possible for that, but my initial prediction is going to be anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. I'm gonna get a better idea of what my estimate is going to be when I actually submit my Project Wingman run to the Fall Fest for Fastest Furs, and then I'm going to I'm also gonna refine like the run depending on like any sore spots that I bumped into my pop filter that I run into like during the actual run itself. So, there is a decent spread of targets here. Trying to see. Oh, can we get those? Okay, so we can get those there. So I'm trying to see. Oh, come on now. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna see how things go with this plane. And then I might, depending on how things go here, I might try it out with the spear next. Oh, I completely barrel rolled over there. Dang, this map looks much brighter than the previous build. Part of the reason why that the map is as bright as it is because I do have my gamma setting turned up a bit. I wanted to turn up the gamma just to make sure that you guys could like see the mission clearly and everything. So like if we go to video here, I've got my gamma bumped up to 2.40 here. I don't know what most other people have their gamma set to, but like if I bump the gamma down, then it becomes like super dark, and then back up to like if I were to do it 3, then 3 is a bit too high, too much brightness for my liking. So I like to leave it at 2.40. So back to there. That abrupt camera cut. Not very many targets, and then on top of the fact that these are helicopters as well, not enough targets to warrant using the burst missile there. So, which freaking project? You got like 12 of them going on. And there we go. So a neat little thing that I learned from the a neat little thing that I learned from the like the guides section on the speedrunning.com website. The specific gun that the Project Wingman Mark 1 here uses, you can actually manipulate the input to have a higher rate of fire, and all you need to do is just, rather than holding down the fire button, you just need to like continuously like tap it and everything. So this obviously isn't the best mission going on, like to demonstrate it with all the comms chatter and whatnot going on. But you'll notice that the rate of fire on the gun is slower whenever I'm holding down. So like, I mean, I don't know if it's coming through in the audio, but then now that I'm like pressing it here, it's not like a major like change, but it can help like having that faster rate of fire when taking out against various targets and whatnot. Okay, I guess maybe now that I look back on it, maybe saying manipulating the input was probably like not the best word choice. I don't know. Manipulate the button input could probably be equated to, hey, you cheating there, buddy? I don't know. I probably could have found a better word other than manipulate, but I guess. Well, no, modify would be even worse now that I say that. Yeah, let me install a mod. The rapid fire FAL mod from the Modern Warfare 2 2009 days. That, but with the Project Wingman Mark 1's cannon. Yeah, let me do that. Yeah, no, I'm sure my run will be valid. Still. If I install the Cronus Max, was it called, on your Xbox controllers that you would install back in the day, back on old school Call of Duty. What was that? What it was called? I don't know. I'm not familiar with that. With that front. Ah, shit. I missed it. Come on. There we go. Okay. So let's get the burst missile launcher ready. God damn it. Fine. Oh, and just as a heads up for people, we will have ads coming in just a couple of minutes. We'll let those ads run through. We'll pause. I'll take a break. Take a break for the ads, and then go from there. Ooh, there we go. That took out a good chunk of her health there. Hey, they said it. They said it. They said it. All right, here, I'm going to, well, my burst missile launcher is still reloading, so not quite a good time to, so is my railgun. My railgun's still reloading too. It's a goddamn unicorn for all I care. Okay. Oh, that railgun shot was delayed. Oof, major oof. Ah. All right, there we go, there we go, there we go. I am noticing a lot of the miscellaneous targets are kind of getting in my way here, because it would be a lot more effective. My burst missile launcher would be a lot more effective if I were able to have all of my burst missile launcher shots be focused on Frost, but because of the miscellaneous targets here, not as many missiles are being directed towards Frost, which is reduced damage for her for the boss fight and everything. So it might be worth it in the long run. Now that I'm observing things, it might be worth it in the long run to take out the miscellaneous targets, or like focus on those during the spawning period while we're doing that. Oh, and there's the ad break. Okay, she gonna be berserk mode. All right, so there's the ad break. I will get the music going here once again. Let me get the text on screen, and I will be back once the ad break is done. Perfect timing too, because we just got done with the that too. So I am going to get up and stretch my legs and everything, and we'll be back when the ad break is done. Hey, and we are back. Okay, get that there. Pause the music. Get back into Project Wingman. All right, there's the mission complete text, and we can skip the rest of the mission. So, immediate thoughts. I'm not sure if it would be beneficial. Like, I'm like, when it comes to the Frost boss fight, I think sticking with the Project Wingman Mark 1 for this mission is good too, because even though the targets are kind of spread out, even though the targets are a little bit spread out, I feel like if I'm able to refine my, if I'm able to refine the pathing that I take, and managing my reload times, like whenever I fire a burst missile launcher, volley, or my railgun shot, I feel like if I manage that right, I can get Midnight Light down pretty good for my run there. What I'm debating in my head about, though, is the Frost boss fight, because the burst missile launcher can do some seriously good damage if all of the missiles in that volley are directed toward Frost, but because of the non-mission critical targets that spawn as a part of her boss fight on mercenary difficulty, I'm wondering if it would be better in the long run to go after those so that my burst missile launcher can stick like better, or if it would just be better to go after Frost despite all of that. I don't know. I'm not sure where we'd be able to save more time on that front, essentially. So that one I might need to come back to. Valkyrie's Call is another one that I want to do a test mission on. And the reason why I want to do a test mission on this one is because of the fact that there are so many like ship targets and whatnot there, and then taking into account the longer reload times for things like the burst missile launcher and like the railgun and everything. I'm wondering if the burst missile launcher and the railgun are still good picks. Like, I'll do a run with the Project Wingman Mark 1 first here just to see how I feel. But like, if I notice that I'm struggling a bit, it might be worth it. Emphasis on might. I haven't made up my mind on this entirely just yet. It might be good if what I might do is I might take something like the Accipiter with like maxed out UGBLs. So that way I'd be able to more consistently land hits on like the ships on the ground, and then like any other ships in their defenses that are active and whatnot. So cable management.mp4. So I don't know. Let's see how this run with this bad boy right here goes first. Let's see.
Last I checked, it was Sicario that was in high demand for the rebels, not you.
Damn, burn.
Kingmakers. That crown. Don't be vain by association.
Okay, so, oh god, I forgot just how many targets there were here. Holy hell, that's a lot of targets here.
Those airships are dealt with first. If they start powering up, they'll prevent from
Ooh, there we go. Ooh, lots of the containers there were taken out, though. That's good. Holy shit, that railgun blast got the ship in the water and then the containers behind it. Did you see that? That was impressive, actually. Holy shit. That was really nice, actually. Oh, my railgun's still reloading. Ah! So, I don't know. Immediate thought, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell as soon as you, like, just start a mission here, but... Man, you know, I will say, though, an immediate observation that I'm making is at these close ranges, I'm not going to be able to use the burst missile launcher as effectively, just because, like, by the time I get everything highlighted as a target, either the target will have, like, passed by, so I wouldn't be able to use the burst missile launcher that effectively, or like the burst missile launcher, like, we'd be close enough, like, to still fire, but the burst missile would still, the burst missile launcher would still not, or the missiles, rather, would not be able to hit their target because of just how close I fired. So I don't know. It might be worth it to try and see what a sortie with the Accipiter might be like after this. I don't know. I'm gonna play this one through to completion just to see how I feel. You know what? Actually, hold on. No, executive decision. I completely forgot. I have a timer. That is right. Okay. So no, this one, let's use the timer on this one. Just to see, maybe, if it'll let me. Here, let me pause. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now it'll let me go through. Okay. So, 1, 2, okay, so 2 seconds off of whatever the final time is going to be to take into account the swapping over to the tab and then swapping over to that just to see. Yeah, I don't know. That first run I feel kind of like on it. Then again, I hadn't even really done the full thing to completion just yet, so let's see. Let's get into it. So, oh, can I get the containers? Come on, let me get the containers at least. Come on now. All right, there we go. Then get that. Get the radar dishes here. Okay. Alright, burst missile launcher still reloading, so I'm gonna go for another pass on these guys. Oof. Alright, burst missile launcher is about to be done reloading, so. Alright, let's see what this all does. There we go, there we go. There we go. We are gaming now. All right, there we go. Good stuff. Burst missile and railguns are still probably reloading. That was a good call on the flares, me. No, railgun is done. Okay, so let's get this guy. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I completely whiffed that shot, so I am super glad to see that I still hit that. I thought for sure I fucked that shot up. I thought I course corrected too hard there. Okay. Burst missile launcher is done. Let's see what that does damage-wise. Get the battleship here. Okay, there we go. Lots of ships with active defenses still there, so let's hold off until the burst missile launchers are there, because trying to do that with regular attacks in the gun would be too much of a time sink. The rest of these ships on the not on the ground, on the water here, we just mop up there. All right, get these guys right there. All right, dodge those railgun shots. See what these burst missile launcher rounds can do to just a regular cruiser. Okay, so a little lacking in the damage against the ship's department for the burst missile launcher, but honestly, standard missiles in the cannon can mop up anything that's still left, so I'm not too upset at that, honestly. Okay. Okay, another cruiser down there. Okay. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Shout out to the R. Astley, the yacht over there. Shout out to that poor soul. Alright, there's that. Railgun is still recharging. I'm gonna save that for the last remaining active airship here. So let's take care of that ship there the traditional way. Bada bing, bada boom, there we go. All right, now, where is the last ship? Boom, there we go. Okay, I'm actually feeling a lot better about the run with the Project Wingman here. It's time to chew, kick, and ass gum, and I'm all out of kick. It's time to kick gum. What does it go? It's time to kick gum and chew ass, and I'm all out of ass. Fucking dick kick 'em. Fucking dick kick 'em. Alright, so let's go after the big boy there. Okay. Not too shabby. Okay, burst missile launcher is almost done recharging. Okay, still lots of possible targets on there. Honestly, let's... Yeah, let's... Okay, I'm gonna use my burst missile launcher round here. I'm not sure if that is going to, if that's gonna take out the airships there. Those both will. Excellent. And my railgun should be recharged. It indeed is. So let's line up and fire this last shot. Can we get it under 540? Boom. Under. All right. So that was like 540 on the dot. Well, closer to 539, shaving off the 2 seconds it was to like start and everything. But okay, so like. I mean, we'll just round up and say 540. So 5 minutes and 40 seconds with the Project Wingman there. So now I still want to do the other run, but with the accipiter, just as a point of reference, because I actually feel pretty good about the Project Wingman run now. But let's do this just to be safe. Just as a point of reference. So 540 is the time to beat with the accipiter. Am I going to be able to do that? I don't know. We're about to find out. Okay. So, start... Wait, did I go to files or start the mission? My mouse cursor was over both. I had my mouse cursor over on files. Okay. So where is the accipiter? Here we go. And specifically the reason why I'm choosing the accipiter, the not Harrier, essentially, is because of the fact that it has 3 different weapon slots that you can choose from. Another cool thing about Project Wingman here, actually, is the fact that depending on the plane, you can actually pick multiple special weapons as well. Whereas in a franchise like Ace Combat, for instance, you can only pick 1 special weapon. Project Wingman here, you're able to pick, depending on what kind of aircraft you fly, anywhere between like 1 to 3, depending. So, as you can see here, along with our standard missiles, if we're flying this trainer aircraft here, fuel tank filled with explosives, converted to ordnance use, it'll work. So if we're flying the training version of the MG-21, we only get 1 special weapon slot. If we fly the FE-4, you know, for instance, we get 3 special weapon slots, so we can get... like, say, MLAAs, large unguided bombs, and then semi-active air-to-air missiles. Or I could choose to do MLAA, small unguided bombs, and then another set of MLAA, so that way, not only do I have more, but I can fire up to 4 enemies at a time, or 6 enemies at a time, you know, however many MLAAs you can choose. So, when it comes to the multiple special weapon slots, you can either stack multiple of the same kind of special weapons to be able to target more, and or have more ammo at your disposal to fire at any given moment, or you can choose to really diversify your loadout, so you can have, like, the 2 MLAAs, the 2 heavy gun pods, for instance, and then, like, your 4, you can notice there on the hard points there, 4 semi-active air-to-air missiles and whatnot. I hate MLA. As someone who yesterday actually had to use MLA format for one of the assignments that I needed to wrap up yesterday, a presentation that I got to do later this week for my online class. The presentation that I'll be doing on Wednesday. I had to do MLA for like my citation for citations rather for the slide at the very end, like listing all my sources. So I share the same disdain for MLA. I will say though, I think if I had to choose between like MLA and then something like APA, because I've had to use APA as well. Specifically, I had to use APA for a sociology course that I took. Like a couple semesters ago when I was knocking out just like my my generals and electives and whatnot. For the sociology course, I had to use APA for like any writing assignments. I think if I had to choose between MLA or APA, I'd take MLA still. But anyhow, back to the accipiter. So the accipiter, load up the large unguided bombs. And the difference between like small unguided bombs and then large unguided bombs, for instance, it says in the description right there, small explosive radius but higher ammo count and faster reload rate. Whereas the unguided bombs, you get a much larger, the unguided bombs large, the UGBLs, you get a much larger blast radius at the cost of reload speed and overall ammo compared to the UGBSs. Yeah, I prefer MLA over APA in Chicago. Same here. All right, so let me, okay, start that, interact, and go. All right, oh, there we go. Much better start time. That time, actually. Okay, no need to drag the 2 seconds out. different citation formats for like writing assignments and whatnot for in-text citations, and then your like sources page or slide for like your paper or presentation that you're doing and whatnot. All right, so I can already feel the slightly slower speed of this thing compared to the Project Wingman Mark 1. Let's see if we can make up for it all with the UGBLs here. We're gonna go for the ships here first and foremost, rather than the ships over to the right there as my plane of attack here. Okay, 3, 4. Pickle. Chat, do you like pickles, out of curiosity? I think I might have asked this question once before already, but I personally am not a big fan of pickles. It's nothing against pickles in and of themselves. I don't know. I think it's just like a taste thing, not even like a texture thing. It's just, it's not that I don't like, if I could word good, holy shit, my brain is factory resetting right now as we speak. It's not that like I have an immense hate for them, I just don't particularly care for them. I don't mind pickles, I kinda do, mostly as a topping, that's fair. Can I squeeze in the 2? Yes, oh, we squeezed in good, baby. All right, and a neat little trick that we'll be utilizing during the second half of the mission here is that you can actually take out the airships with the UGBLs if you're able to get in close and line up your shot right in order to knock out the defenses and then knock out the actual airship itself. If I am able to line my aim up correctly, I'll be able to put that on display in like later on in the mission. Oh, I whiffed that shot. Fuck me. All right, there we go. All right. 2 minutes, doing okay on time so far. Here, let's save the UGBL there. No need to use it if we don't need to. All right, there we go. All right, we're not gonna go after the airborne target just yet because I don't want to sacrifice like my low altitude here. I hope that last one will still hit. It did take out the defenses. Nice. Okay, so we'll just need to go back around for that one. Ah, my UGBLs. Like the FAEB Racefield trick in Ace Combat 0. Yep, exactly, just like that one. I think I fucked up the pronunciation of the airship name of XBO, but fuck it, we ball. All right, so here we don't even need to use the UGBs anymore. We can just use our cannons here. Cannons and standard missiles. Okay, I lied. We're actually gonna use one more UGB. Hold on. Boink. Here, I'm going to... Really? I'm kind of surprised. That refinery seemed like it was in the blast radius. Maybe I am mistaken. To be fair, I am mistaken on a lot of things in life because, chat, a little secret, I do be kind of stupid sometimes. You know what, those, yeah, battleship and carrier. Okay, makes sense why... Here, let's drop 2 of those just to be safe. Then 3 for the battleship. Okay, where are... Oh, come on, reload. Yes. Okay. Notice how the ship there, all of its defenses are taken out. Be right back, restarting PC. All good. Okay, let's drop 2 this time so we can knock out the ship as well here. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Well, actually, hold on. Might actually be better in this case. Ooh, hold on. What are we doing? 4 minutes? Okay, 4 minutes. So yeah, it is already looking like the Project Wingman one would be a little bit better. Ooh, we are at a good out... Oh, he's pulling up. No way I'm going to be able to land a shot like that. Although, this aircraft is exposing its belly for us, so that gives us a good opportunity to go after the defenses here. Yeah, see, we need to make this up in like a minute. There's no chance that I'm going to be able to do that. Hey, we did get the UGBL hit there, though. Did you see that I dropped that at the end? Strange it's spelled Hracefell instead of Hracefell. Yeah. Yeah, see, I don't think there's a way that I'm going to be able to get all of these ships in 40 seconds. So I think the Project Wingman Mark 1 is the strat for this one. Okay. I will say, whenever you use an air-to-ground, like, piece of ordnance for, like, a big behemoth for air-to-air like that, it is always satisfying. Oh, damage me as much as you want. I land the last blow at the end of the day. Ah, fuck, I missed that one. Yeah, see, we're already at 540, so, okay, so that settles it, at least. Okay, so Project Wingman's the way to go. Understandably so. The Project Wingman Mark 1 is quite the amazingly busted plane in this game, so fair enough, fair enough. Okay, let me refresh the timer there. Get back into this game. Okay, so that settled it for Valkyrie's Call. Open season, gonna use the Project Wingman. Consequence of Power, definitely using the Project Wingman. Way back, you know what, let's do a practice run for way back, because I'm fairly confident that I can still do really good with the Project Wingman, but I'm also kind of tempted to see if the Spear can do good. And the thing is, because of how Project Wingman's campaign is structured, Consequences of Power and Wayback are, like, linked together, so it just transitions you from Consequences of Power to Wayback, which normally would mean that you wouldn't be able to swap your plane out and everything. But if in the event that the Spear here is better when it comes to fighting Frost, if in that event it's able to do that better, if in the event it's able to do that better, what else was I... Oh, I lost my train of thought. Fuck. So if in the event that I'm able to get a better time with the Spear, what I can do when we actually get into the game is there's an option called Hangar in the main menu. Here, like, I'm going to pause it real quick because I want to utilize the timer again. But you can see right there, underneath Retry, it says Hangar. So if I select that setting, return to Hangar, you can actually go back to the hangar, as you'll see here in a couple seconds here. You can go back to the hangar and then swap out your plane and loadout. So you can, so I'd be able to swap from the Project Wingman Mark 1 from Consequences of Power into the Spear for Wayback. Again, I want to test it out with both the Project Wingman Mark 1 and the Spear first, just to see which one would be better. And I am going to start the clock from the very beginning here, to take into account the speed, that's needed in order to get back to the air base, back to Rosedower.
Rosedower isn't responding on any frequency or any other rebel base I have on record. Hell, even the Fed stations are down.
No shit, we're not getting signals. You see what's happening on the ground?
Yeah, it do be looking like the apocalypse is upon us.
Don't answer that.
On us, upon us. In us? I don't know. How does an apocalypse get in you? I fear what the answer could potentially be.
No reason to touch down and get our stuff.
I should be close enough to transmit now.
Alright, so we're gonna keep on going to the hill here, because if I'm remembering the guide right over on Speedrunning, if you're able to get to this hill and then turn around, you should be able to spawn right behind Frost and Mother Goose, or not I'm thinking Ace Combat 5, Mother Goose 1, respond, and Master Goose. Oh, jeez. Here we go. Okay. I think I got a hit on the railguns. I can't tell, actually. Alright. And the thing is, you don't actually need to take out the Master Goose planes in order to be able to make it to the end of this mission here. So you just need to get rid of Frost. Problem is, though... oh, okay, railgun is done recharging. Problem is, though, Master Goose will be able to fire at you if you leave them be, so it's like a... Ooh, there we go. That railgun shot did a good amount of damage. Hell yeah. Okay, my burst missile launcher is ready to go again. Okay, my targeting system... Okay, so I should just avoid using the burst missile, unless, well, I don't know. The burst missile was kind of nice in eliminating some of the Master Goose planes there, so maybe, video Vevigs, maybe. God damn it! Ever since we watched that clip on whenever Whiskey's last You Laugh You Lose challenge there, the clip that broke Whiskey, I can't get that out of my head now. Maybe video Vevigs. All right, there we go, and then. Oh wait, yeah, we need to wait for the mission complete notification. Mission over. Skip. So 2:40. Okay, 2 minutes and 40 seconds. That's a pretty solid time. 2:40. So let's see. Oh yeah, and then we gotta skip the cutscene here, which takes a little bit. Rose Tower, Hangar 4C, end of recording feed. There we go. Okay, so not too shabby. Let me. Okay, I need to find a way to like tab over to OBS so I can more effectively pause the game better rather than just waiting until the mission selection screen comes up. But okay, so 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Let's see how the spear performs now. If I can, here, let me get some more agua. I'm a thirsty boy. Oh, water is that good shit. Okay, so the purely cannon loadout for the spear here. Okay, let's pause, interact, and go. All right. So as you can see right there, we've got 12,000 for the like. Okay, real quick, can we talk about how the cockpit here looks like a Star Wars fighter? This looks like something that you would see in something like Star Wars, doesn't it? Bum, ba, bum. Oh, well, I just sang a little bit of music here. Disney's gonna come kill me now. It was nice knowing you all.
You know what? Don't answer that.
So we've got our medium gun pods, our heavy gun pods, then canister gun pod, which the canister gun pods are effectively, if you can see the pellets being sprayed, it's like a shotgun kind of cannon essentially, and then just a standard railgun, and then high-powered machine gun. Oh, can we talk about? Hold on, listen to this. Can we talk about that cannon sound for just a second? Oh, baby. Oh. Okay. Let's pull around here because we went a bit too far. Sounds almost like a train horn. Oh, this thing doesn't have as much mobility. Okay, something else to take note of there. Ooh. Oh, holy shit. We got half of the phase 1 health there. Holy shit. Ooh, okay. Okay. Ooh, okay. This thing is looking quite promising, I will say. If the targeting system... There we go. Okay, my god. If the targeting system would actually allow me to select the target, that would be very beneficial. Ooh, okay. Wait for it. Wait. Mission over. That was, okay, 217. Holy shit, that's a really good improvement over the 240. Okay, I am definitely using the spear for way back then, during the actual run. That was nice. All right, I will gladly take that. I still got to figure out a way to more accurately tab over. Well, I don't know, I won't need to pause the timer until I get to the end of the mission, so it's not a pressing matter at the moment, but still. But still, maybe. All right. So yeah, that was like 217 compared to a 240. Nice. All right. All right, so we're definitely using the spear for the frost, for that frost fight. So, okay, no respite. So, I'm trying to think here. No respite has the land battleships that show up at the end. So, I'm wondering, would it be better... You know what? Let's do a test run. Because of the land battleships that show up at the very end of this mission here, I'm wondering if it's beneficial to be using something like UGBs to be able to instantly knock out all of the defenses and then get the hit on the like the hull, because the railgun is able to one-shot the land battleships. Should be able to one-shot those. Should be able to one-shot those. But the reload time, there we go. I was trying to figure out my train of thought, but the reload time would be a little bit long for that. So we just use this hotkeys for the split and timer things. That's what I was thinking I would need to do. Yeah, I just need to look into how I would be setting those up and like how I'd be able to make sure those would still work, even though I would still be like tabbed over to the actual game and not on OBS, if like the hotkeys would still work and everything. Might be able to if you use a speedrun timer. Probably, yeah, probably. Yeah, I'll definitely need to look into it on my end before the actual run. I'm sure I'll be able to figure it out though. I just need to do my due diligence, do my fair share of looking. So Project Wingman, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Let's launch like that. Launch like that. Oh yeah, we gotta skip the. Damn, we didn't even get the fade to black there. What the hell? Oh god, the fade to black is all fucked. Oh no. Oh no, what happened? Oh shit, did my game just crash? I think skipping the takeoff sequence caused my game to crash. Oops. Alright, well that's something to look out for during the actual run. Good thing it crashed here instead of like during my actual run. Alright, well. Yeah, that is, damn. Damn, oh, damn, oh, damn. Alright, let me get this solved real quick. Hold on. Let me go to my task manager. Task manager. OBS Studio. Project Wingman. End task. Alright, now we can go back to here. Alright, take 2. Let's try this again. I think that's the first game crash that I've ever had on stream before. Huh. New streaming achievement? ... question mark? If you could even call something like that an achievement. Alright. Ugh. Big sip of the agua there. Big sip. Alright, so I wonder... So I guess for that specific mission, I'll wait until we actually load into the takeoff minigame, and then I'll go to skip it. Because I was trying to do the thing that I've been doing, or that I had been doing, you know, for a while there, which was like, you know, immediately hit the start button to bring up the menu and do that. I don't know if I just got really unlucky with the timing, or if trying to do that with, or if trying to do the early takeoff skip essentially breaks only no respite here. I'm not sure. In any case, though, let's load back into the mission here. Press start / escape to continue. Psych, I press start, alright, but on my controller. Alright, start mission. Alright, so let's still rock the Project Wingman Mark 1 here. Oh, god damn it. Because of my mouse cursor, it thought I was going mission briefing. No. Okay, so that's another thing I'll need to keep track of, because it's keeping track of both my mouse input and my controller input at the same time. So, like, right now my controller cursor is over start mission and my mouse cursor is over mission briefing. So I guess throughout the menu, I'll just use the mouse, and then throughout the game, I'll just use my controller here. Yo, Lupin, welcome, welcome, welcome. Looping on in. Yo, good to see ya. How's the day been for ya? We're just doing some speedrunning practice here today. Okay, so let's wait until the takeoff minigame actually loads. Okay, now let's skip it. All right, there we go. Now it actually works. Now we actually got that loading screen and everything. So we are good there. Okay, all set and good to go. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. I swear to God. What happened? All right, so finally it works. My chat was broken. Oh no, like was it like were you getting the connecting to chat bug? Messages weren't going through? Oh, yeah, gotcha. Because I've had a couple of instances where like I would be getting the connecting to chat bug. So these I'm actually gonna save my railgun or my burst missile launcher shot for the row of like satellites up there. Happens sometimes, and I just have to move VPN servers. Gotcha. All right. Indeed, y'all are. All right, so that burst missile launcher shot softened up these radar dishes here. That was a pretty damn good strafe run. I will happily take that. So only a couple more of those that we need to destroy. Okay. And I feel that. I just want to go home. Me during, like, literally any social... Oh, shit, my railgun's still recharging. No wonder. Me during literally any social gathering where I didn't drive my car, and so I can't leave whenever I want to. I just want to go home. Damn, me as soon as I get to a social event, damn, I kind of want to go home. All right, let's be careful to not crash into the Allied airship either. Okay, so we're doing pretty good on, we're doing pretty good on time so far. 2 minutes so far, just over 2. Ooh, okay, that was really damn good. All right, time to see how we do against the land battleships here. I get a lot of annoying connection issues with my VPN. Oh, look at the kill feed. I just fucking came. Oh, that is so damn good to see the kill feed that big. Oh, oh, man. All right, now here comes the painful part. The reload on the railgun. So, let's see. All right, well, there we go. That was a bit better than I thought it would go. But because there are so many of... okay, well, now the railgun is done. Bam! Easy. 303. Okay, 303. I, for some reason, remember there being more than 2 land battleships on mercenary difficulty. Am I tripping? I think I might be tripping. What the hell? I, for some reason, remember there being more than 2 of those during... when they show up. Huh. Oh, look at that. 3.14, 3.14. That's pi. See, I can know some things about math. Thumbs up, half-ass thumbs up. Pi! I had that similar issue to me on YouTube streams where the chat takes a while to load. Not like this. Epic stream delay. Oh, did you get more delay? We did have a couple of dropped frames earlier in the stream, but we haven't gotten any more since then. Uh-oh. Dink donk. Twitch, you're shit in the bed. No, I was shit. Oh, gotcha, you were just behind. Gotcha. Okay, I was about to say, shit, is Twitch shit in the bed again? It would not surprise me if Twitch was shitting the bed again. I leave the house like once a week. I try to leave the house as like not as much as I can, but with the oh, okay. I meant to tell this story at the start. But I completely forgot because I was so focused on the speedrunning bit. So, chat, I mentioned like last week, excuse me, like last week or the week before, that I was able to get myself a new job and everything. For job security's sake, I'm not going to say exactly where I'm working at, but it's more retail work, unfortunately. But you know, it'll be what gets, you know, some kind of income going in the meantime. I just need something to start, you know, like getting myself through like the weeks and everything now. But so the reason why is because I went to go to my orientation on this past, or not this past weekend. It was this past weekend. It was last Saturday. Yeah. Okay. No, I'm remembering better. So my orientation was supposed to be last Saturday, but guess what? Out of all of the days that their system had to go down, guess which day it went down? And I had to be there at 9 a.m. The orientation was from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Now, getting up at 8 in the morning, that wasn't the worst thing ever, right? That wasn't the worst thing ever. I am definitely not a morning person, but like I definitely prefer to not get up at 8. Like 8 o'clock is like hell essentially for me, but at the same time it's not the worst thing ever, because I could be getting up at like 7 a.m. or 6 a.m., which I would just want to die at that point, you know. Instead I would just cease to exist. I would want to just cease to exist if I had to get up at like 6 a.m. I already got up at 6:30 in the goddamn morning enough times during my K through 8 in high school education. But and I don't want to have to do that, you know, again, ever. Aside from the one morning class that I had to take during the spring/winter semester from last academic year. But in any case, I had to be there by 9, so I, you know, had to get up at 8, so I had time to get breakfast, you know, get myself all situated and ready to go. So I walk in, I head on upstairs to where upper management's office is, and then as soon as I walk in, the manager there, she goes, "Oh, did you not get the email? Did you not get my email?" If someone says, "Oh, did you not get my email?" as soon as they see you, assume that you are going to have a shit day. Just a fact of life about anything. If you hear that, or a variation of that, if you hear, "Oh, did you not get my text? Oh, did you not get my phone call? Oh, did you not get my email?" If you hear, "Oh, did you not get my anything?" assume that your day, you know, whether part of the day or your entire day, depending on the context, is going to be rough. So deep down, I'm like, oh, fuck. Because I already knew what was going to happen. I already knew. I'm like, ah, shit, it got pushed back, didn't it? Obviously, though, I present today, "Oh, no, I didn't get your email. What's up?" Like, kind of look. I'm not like, ah, shit, you know. I said that deep down, but I didn't, you know, portray that, you know, to her. But, sure enough, she tells me, "Oh, our system is down. We had to reschedule your interview." Which my interview got rescheduled. Apparently, I don't know why. I don't know why I got rescheduled this late, but apparently it's not a situation where like, "Oh, we rescheduled you for tomorrow or for Monday." They rescheduled me for this Thursday. Oh boy, I do love a couple more well, I don't know. It's a double-edged sword, because any day where I don't have to go into retail hell is nice, but you know, being able to live is also nice too. I don't know. Like I said, it's a double-edged sword. It's like a silver lining of like, I don't have to put up with bitchy ass grandmas and grandpas about their $2 off their blueberries for a couple more days at least, you know. But yeah. So just my luck, right? but no, I'm all right. I'll live. I'll be fine. And like I said, you know, any number of days not in retail hell is nice. So, but yeah. So I had that happen a little bit ago, but it was annoying. It was fine. It honestly did kind of feel nice, though. I will say it did feel nice to have the rest of the morning to like myself in order to do stuff, because normally, oh, there we go. I'm like, wait, what's that noise? It's the sound of the text showing up on the screen. I don't know why I thought that noise was somewhere else. But I will say it was really nice actually to have the rest of the morning to myself to do whatever I want, because lately I've been getting up at like 10:30 to 11 or something like that, and then I'm normally ready to go by like 11:30 or noon. So because one of the cruise missiles took out one of the mission targets. Fuck yeah. Oh, so is there it might either be cruise missile RNG, or maybe my Project Wingman Mark 1 was just too quick for the Allied cruise missile to keep up. That might have been what happened there. But in any case, it was nice because I got back to the house, and like by the time I'm all situated and ready to go, it's still like 9:45. So I'm like, oh shit, like, what do I do for this morning? And sure enough, I channeled the power of spite. So I'm like, oh, it was supposed to be a productive day for me today. Oh, well, guess what? I'm still gonna be productive. I spent pretty much that entire day just working on my next YouTube upload. So even though there was a slight setback in that day, I still had a very productive day on that Saturday and everything. So it was still a good day overall. Just like a little hiccup, if you will, but still a hilariously like what the hell kind of day, I guess. The worst phrase. Yup, absolutely. See, okay, so what was it last time? Like a 2-minute 40, I think it was. Yeah, so just because of this thing's speed and mobility, like wrapping up the targets here before the airship spawns. Like we still have the big airship up above there to deal with as well. All right, well, shoot, yeah, it seems like, see, like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, it probably will just be the Project Wingman. Here, we don't even need to play out the rest of the mission. We can just quit at that point. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking it's probably going to be the Project Wingman Mark 1 for the whole like run through and everything. But I also wanted to check, and we realized that the spear is actually more ideal for the frost fight for mission 16. So it's not entirely the Project Wingman Mark 1, but so far so good. Oh, here's another one that I want to try out. Return. So return is when you get the when you get one of the Crimson 1 boss fights here. This is another one where the spear could potentially be the better aircraft in order to save you the most time when it comes to the Crimson 1 boss fight. This one could be the major time saver. Yo, Hydrochromatic Life, yo, good to see you. Good to see you in the stream. It's been a minute. Yo, good to see you. How have things been? So let's go down to the Project Wingman Mark 1 here. Oh, creaky chair.mp3. All right, so let us do that, pull up the timer, and there, I misclicked. I saved a screenshot. Oh, it's not even showing up on OBS. On my game bar notification told me, hey, you just saved a screenshot. Cool stuff. Okay, so like minus a single second then essentially on the little bit. All right. So because we need to wrap up this first group of targets here first. Doom. All right, so can I just say the music here is intense. I mean, music's even more intense when the event, let's just say, in Consequences of Power happens, but still. The use of the music here is really damn good too. Thank you. Yeah, it has. It's been good. Have time off, so I'm just chilling. Nice, hell yeah. Yeah, good to see ya. Doom.
Monarch ready to fire.
I will say, well, it all depends because it is entirely possible that we could take more time when we do our run with the spear next. It is possible that we could spend more time on like the first wave of enemies here, but then make up that time, not whatchamacallit, like we could make up that time with the Crimson boss fight here. Okay, there's Crimson. And the soft lock here only happens if like all of the Crimson planes are shot down before the splash screen and everything appears. So at least one Crimson plane still needs to be alive, but that's very easy to do because it's very rare that you'd be able to shoot down all of the Crimson 1 planes like before their splash screen and whatnot. So it's all good. Be right back. Gonna go measure how big my ears are, so I know what headphone models will fit over them. All good. Da 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 da. Ah. Da da ba da da bum. There we go. Ah, come on. Not as intense as when you alert the base in that one mission with FFF and Ace Combat 2. Yeah, that one mission with. I always just pronounce that those aces names as. I'm half reading the chat, half speedrunning practicing. This is results are being delivered. Whether these are good results or mediocre results has yet to be seen. Alright, there we go. Goofy ass evil villain laugh that he's got going on here. Fox Force 4. And there he goes, right into the lava. Okay, so that was 3:42. Okay. 3 minutes and 42 seconds. That felt pretty good. Honestly, I'm feeling pretty good about that one. Big stretch. Okay, so I'm thinking that that we'll do the other well, I don't know, actually. Red Sea, Presidia. No, okay, I'm thinking let's do the whatchamacallit. Let's do the spear run for return, and then I think after that I'm gonna call it.
Unlike some, I like to take my time in playing this game and spread the positivity in the Thunder Arcade.
Unlike some, spreading positivity. Dude, can we talk about how Boog always like picks either the unlike some chaos. He either picks like unlike some or chaos to unlike some Goob, yep. In the Thunder Arcade, ayy. Get some more agua here. I'm a thirsty boy. Chaos! Unlike some. Chaos! Unlike some. Alright, so let's do the other mission here with Spear. And then, like I said, I'm gonna probably call it a stream there, because it'll be a little past 8 o'clock by that point. And I'm gonna need to continue receiving my my intake of Daily Dose of Wiki Kitty. After that point. So, okay. So let's launch the spear. Afterward. Okay. So pause here. Move the timer here. 3, 2, 1. Bam. Bam. Alright. Let's see. Pike's better than spears.
Stardust, you got a raid.
I still really like the cockpit here. Like I said, still gives me Star Wars vibes, this one. All right, so I'm definitely thinking that we're gonna spend a bit more time on this phase of the mission. The question is with the spear, are we gonna be able to make up the extra time that we're gonna spend here by, like, you know, are we gonna be able to save that time with the Crimson One boss fight or not? Oh, maybe we could if my aim was good. This one helicopter that's still alive somehow. Go after these people, because the time to beat here is a 3:42. Whether we're actually going to be able to beat that has yet to be seen. I'm not sure. Yes, okay. Unlike some, I'm back. Yo, good to have you back. You know what? Actually, executive decision. We're actually gonna go a couple minutes longer for the stream today, actually. Nothing too major, but now that I think about it, I do want to try out Red Sea, just to see how that mission will go with both the Project Wingman Mark 1 and then the Accipiter as well, just to see if, like, a difference in, like, the loadout for those will go on as well. And then also, just as a heads up, because we are going to go a little bit longer, I am going to say, let's let this wave of ads run through as well. So we will have another ad break in a couple of minutes, just as a general, just as a heads up. But yeah, we'll go a little bit overtime, I'm thinking, today. Not by a lot, but a little bit. Oof, okay, so 215. Ooh, I don't know if we'd be able to clear Crimson Squadron in a minute. I mean, we're about to find out. We're about to find out here. Because I predict it's going to be around the 242 mark or so that they're going to spawn. Alright, there we go.
Pushing for bearing 000.
Got leakers, you say? A leaker is me when I find that good stuff on E612. Anyway.
Unsurprising.
They always return to the scene of the crime.
Telling on 3 bandits.
Yo, Wade, good to see you. Good to see you. Huh? I mean, same, but... Yo, good to see you, Wade. Cute yote spotted. Cute yote.
No seconds, Crimson. Hitman team, engage. Units in the area onto the position to help you out.
Oh, that damage was good.
Engage.
Yeah, see, we got... It's 327. Okay, so the Project Wingman... Okay, so the Project Wingman is better to use for this mission as well, just because you are actually able to save a little bit more time engaging the initial waves of enemies to have Crimson 1 spawn. Yeah, because we just hit 342, and we're still up and around here, so... So, okay. Howdy, kitties. Yo, good to see you, though, Wade. Yeah, it's been a minute. How've things been? Oh, another big stretch. Okay. Now, before we go on to the last mission that I want to try out here, we will let this next wave of ads run through. Should be any second. So overall, I mean, while we're waiting for the ads, whatchamacallit. Okay, there's the ad break. Let me get the music going and the ad break text here, and you know what? I'll save that for when the ad break is done. Actually, so I'm gonna get up and stretch my legs some more. And then after that, we will do Red Sea, and then we will go from there. Head on over and show Wiki Kitty, Wiki Ding Gussie 69. We'll show him some love. Hey, we are back. Let's go. All right. Here, let me scroll up in the chats here. Make sure I didn't miss anything. So yeah, I've been busy with school, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I hope it's been all right, despite like how busy it's been sounding and everything. And yeah, obviously, you know, like education and everything takes priority first and foremost. So it's good. It's good that you're staying on top of that by the sound of it as well. Majoring in computer science with a minor in math now? Nice. Yeah, dude. I wish you the best of luck, Wade, on your computer science math ding smile. Oh God. I do wish you the best of luck on the computer science journey, though, because as someone who used to study in computer science before not only did I just discover that, like, I don't know if I want this to be what I study in, but also even if I wanted to keep on the computer science stuff until the very end, I've told the story plenty of times now. The pre-calculus course that I took went no. So I wish you the best of luck, seriously, because yeah, like you said, Hydra, yeah, computer science degree ain't easy. I am living proof of that. It definitely ain't easy. Yeah. Thank yous. Yeah, no problem. All right. So the main thing, preek. Oh my gosh, I know. Yo, welcome back, Doomsday. Welcome back. So the thing that I want to determine here is, with this mission, there are a lot of naval targets for you to shoot at and like destroy and whatnot. I'm wondering if the Accipiter UGB strat of dropping the 2 UGBs, one to knock out all of the weaponry on board the ships and then the second to destroy the hull, if that will save me time in the long run, or if using the burst missile launcher and then the occasional railgun shot strat, if that works as well. We are about to find out. All right, let's pause, get the time. Oh, I didn't mean to refresh again, but there we go. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Dun 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 dun. All right. Yeah, the sun, it's bright. Look at that. Oh my God, chat. This ain't healthy for the atmosphere. I nearly crashed into the Allied airship there. I'm too busy staring at the sun and the moon being present at once at the same time. What the hell? You know what? I'm gonna save on the railgun shot. Damn, I don't remember the FE-18s being that armored. Ooh, okay, very strong start already. Very strong start already. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Oh, there we go. And the cool thing about it is that with the Project Wingman Mark 1 here, we can have an easier time taking out the air threats as well. You know, honestly, I might just stick with the Project Wingman Mark 1 here after all. Might not even bother with the Accipiter run, and let's just use the burst missile to get rid of these 3 targets right here, just faster that way. Oh, or my allies can just say, yeah, no, you just wasted your burst missile launch there, shot buddy. Good. Have a fun time waiting for the reload. All right, never mind. Wow, Wade and Hydra, here they are, yeah. Good to see them both. Good to see them both. Good to see everyone in chat. Oh, chat. Oh, that 4 VX-23 kill with the railgun. Oh, that was nice. Oh, I'm probably just gonna stick with the Project Wingman Mark 1 just to be able to show off a little like that during my run. Oh, that was nice. Oh, that was so damn good. Oh. Okay. I'll stop doing a whiskey. I'll stop going. Oh. I find it interesting how even though Captain Woodward here is giving the Federation sailors the last chance to surrender here, we can still engage. Like we don't get a ceasefire order or anything like what. Oh, I mean, to be fair, the Federation probably would take advantage of that ceasefire order if one was given out. So probably a good call to not even bother with a ceasefire order and just let the combat do the talking for itself as like the demand for surrender is given. stacked up. And his mercenaries. As long as we take down the crown and his mercenaries. I'm good. Man, I will say I did forget how, like, time-consuming it can be to take out the aerial enemies here. So, oh wait, no, I meant, oh, my burst, the burst missile launchers are still reloading, oof, the sun tried to blind me there. The sun knows that I'm an introverted gamer. The sun knows that it has the home field advantage, but I bested it when taking out that ship. I win this day against you, Mother Nature. Well, I mean, the mission ain't over yet, so I can't confidently say that I've won over the sun just yet. Damn it. Fucked up my line of fire there. Bam. There's a whole ass carrier here? How the hell did I not get that with my railgun as one of the first targets? Damn, I fucked that up. Look up, flashbang. Alright, there's gonna be a big group of enemies here that'll benefit very greatly from receiving the burst missile launcher fire. Ooh, okay. That was a very good burst of fire here. And there's the battleship right there. Woo! God, that kill feed. Oh, that was sexy. All right. Whoa! All right, let's focus on the PT boats for now here while my burst missile launcher and railguns get done reloading. That way we'll be able to deal with the larger threats here off to the side a bit better. If I could figure out my positioning in an aerial battle, that would be nice. Yo, Miley Puppers, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see ya. Oh, it's been called cute 510 times. 510 times of false information. My railgun instincts wanted to go after that battleship so bad, but that the aerial battleship there is not a priority target. So I'm like, no, 510 ain't no way. All right, so that did a fair job, actually. Two to the 9th power of times. Oh my god, I almost committed friendly fire against the imminent domain. Oh my god, guys, don't scare me like that again. 2 to the 9th power. There we go. Oh, come on. Fire, 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 fire. Yes! Good eye. Ah, my railgun is still reloading. There's a couple of ground, but friendly fire is acceptable. To be fair, yeah, to be fair, like, when it comes down to the actual run, I would totally like be cool with committing friendly fire if it means I got a better speed run time. Bam! Is that everyone? Complete. All right, so that was like 750 7 minutes and 50 seconds, roughly around there. I can probably do better if I were to, like, take a more optimal, like, route and whatnot. And everything. I don't know why I didn't just go back to the hangar whenever I needed to swap planes. I don't know why I didn't do that. But okay, 7 minutes and 50 seconds is the time to beat. Let's see if the accipiter here is better. See if we can make up the most time. Make up the most time when it comes to, like, the ship engagements here. So 7:50 is the time to beat. All right, let's get this going. Take 2, Electric Boogaloo.
CIC, tagging targets now. This goes against everything I know about naval warfare, but we have to cross the T.
To cross the T.
It is going straight to the enemy line while they have it completely broadsided.
We have to get close.
7 minutes, 50 seconds. That'd be the time to beat.
We gotta go gun to gun, and I know this ship's armor can
So I'm hoping that my allies can come into clutch here and they can deal with some of the aerial threats there, like soften up the aerial threats and whatnot as I'm engaging the ships here. All right, I may suck massive dick at math, but I know how, like, momentum of ships work and everything, and I know that I need to drop my UGBLs a little bit further ahead, because by the time the ships get to the predicted impact point... Now, my missiles didn't reload. All right, I will say, I definitely feel better about that first encounter of ships, whether or not that'll pay me dividends later on. Suck massive dick, isn't that a good thing? Under normal circumstances, it would be a good thing, but when it pertains to time lost for a speed run, that's when things get a little bit more dicey. Have you heard of Nico Morantino's cover of Metropolitan from Joint Assault? I think Joint Assault. Is Metropolitan from Joint Assault? I'd have to double check that too, actually. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I don't think I've heard of that one before, no. Or heard that one before, I should say. Okay, so what do we got? Minute 52, okay. Well, we wouldn't be able to... I believe so? Gotcha. We're going to keep this war alive. All right, let's go for the carrier next. Ba-da-bum. Ooh, there we go, there we go. These have reloaded, okay, excellent. I can see for fuck all here because of the sun. Holy shit. God damn. I don't want to see if turning down my gamma would work. I'm on the clock here. I'll put up with temporary with temporarily getting flashbanged if it means that I can get a better time. Yo, Haney, welcome. Hello, Phantom I'm in speedrunning practice. I don't have time to read Krungo stuff. Nice try distracting me with Krungo. Phantom taxing full fussy. How's the stream maxing going on? What brain damage, brain rot did I just... what brain damaging brain rot did I just read there? What? The... Alright, so here's where we could potentially lose a lot of the time here, because this air-to-air engagement against the VX-23s was very costly time-wise, even with the Project Wingman Mark 1. It's probably going to be even more so with the accipiter here. Yo, nice try, Wade. I have made some modifications to my stream since then, let's just say. Nice try. Metropolitan track was when you attack one of the spirits. Gotcha. The one of what felt like 50 different million aerial fortress fights from Joint Assault, because Joint Assault decided to have nearly half the game be aerial fortress fights. They thought that was good game design. Allies, I'm gonna need you to pick up the slack. I don't care if you steal my kills this time around. Ooh, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay. Ooh, can we? Well, let's actually get to this third group.
Monarch, you're locked on.
Yeah, I won't deny that was deserved. Get me in cannon range. Come on. Okay. Reminds me of the time FaZe Banks was caught glazing net spend with... What does that even mean? Oof, okay. Not exactly the best position. I kinda zoned out while reading chat. Chat, I blame you all for that one. Yo, Kiara, welcome. Just passing by to say that Thunderous is very What? What do you mean you're passing by just to spread false information? I beg your pardon? Ooh, that kill feed is looking mighty nice. So 612, okay. This one's from 15 years ago, mate. Okay, get rid of that battleship. Ironically, it's probably the PT boats here that are gonna give me the most trouble. So, what are we at? 640. Oh, my dumbass, I only dropped 1 instead of 2. Oops. And I accidentally dropped 3 there. 10 years ago, there was a war. 659. I don't know. Even if we do, well, I don't know. Every second counts in a speed run, so even if it's only by like a single second, I'll take that into consideration. If we manage to get like a slightly better time with the Accipiter here, I don't know. I'm not counting on there being a better time. Part of the reason was probably because I was in such a rough spot when it came to my positioning when the third group of enemies spawned there. That probably did not help things. Okay. 742, 743, 744, 45. Yeah, see, all right, we just crossed the 750 mark, and yeah, there's still a decent number of targets left. So, I don't know. I feel like if I got the positioning right for when that third group of like spawns and everything, I could have definitely gotten a slightly better time, because I was pretty off where the enemies would spawn for the third wave. I was caught like half reading chat, half flying at the same time. I blame you all and the brain damaging Krungo brain rot that y'all were spewing out in the chat. Well, I mean, no reason to not go after this airship as well now. Bam. Imagine getting taken out by air-to-ground ordnance when you're an air-to-air aircraft. Couldn't be me. You were flying pretty close to that airship. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, when I went in for that battleship, I'm like, oh god, don't pull up, don't pull up, don't pull up, don't pull up. Dude, that would have been so rough. Thunder is the only one that hasn't fallen to the brain rot. Even Zuvian and Darv are now. I need to infect the Fulf too. I wish you the best of luck, because I am... No, I'm not, no, you will not ever catch me unironically like singing Skibbity or shit like that. No, give me non-Krungo bullshit or give me death, essentially. All right, so that was, yeah, I think I'll stick with the Project Wingman Mark 1 for that one. Maybe if I, like, really honed in on the route, I could do better with the Accipiter for Red Sea. I'm not sure. But Presidia and then Kings, I'm gonna stick with the... Well, actually, I don't know. Now that I think about it, do I want to stick with the Project Wingman Mark 1 for Kings, or do I want to try the Spear? I don't know, actually. No, you know what? I think I will stick with the Project Wingman Mark 1, just because the burst missile launchers are pretty good, and because of the, if I could word good, geez, because of the fact that Crimson 1 also uses a Project Wingman Mark 1 here, which the Project Wingman Mark 1 has way better mobility and everything. Like, even when my burst missiles and railgun are charging, I can still get some good hits with the gun and everything there, too. So, you know what? No, I will stick with that. Definitely the Project Wingman Mark 1 for Presidia, given just how many targets there are. And then Kings, I'll stick with the Project Wingman Mark 1 there as well. I think that'll do it. I think the brain rot is terminal. We have to put him down. Oh, no. Everyone has converted to brain rot. Even Never and Darv, you are the only one left. Oh, I'm the last standing survivor, huh? I wish you the best of luck. Even Neshi and Darv. See, time. I don't think. Can you even time out a mod? I don't think you can do that. Can you? Yeah, I want to. That was just her evil Jewel. See, cute himbo line spotted. God, I hate that the Ace Combat 2 soundtrack is like 500. Damn, 500 for a physical? Whew. Jeez. You'll have to ask Wade. See. Hi, Kiara. Bye, Kiara. Hey, speed draining. 10 years ago, there was a war. By the way, what's the Fulf doing? So, for anyone who joined in later on into the stream here, I just got done. We'll be heading out to go say hi to Whiskey in a couple of minutes here. Actually, you know what? Because I won't be doing any other missions, I will get some music going in the background here while I do that. So for anyone who joined in later on in the stream, I just got done doing a couple of missions as like a practice session of sorts for my inevitable speed run later this week of Project Wingman. And the reason why that I'm doing a speed run of Project Wingman is because the Team Fastest Furs, the like furry Twitch like speedrunning team and everything, they have their Fall Fest going on in November of this year, November 21st to the 24th, if I have the days right. If not those days specifically, then the 20-something to the 20-something later on this year. And applications for like any potential speed runs that'll go on for like during that event are now open and everything. You have to submit a run of like the specific game that you want to have a chance to play like live on stream, and then whoever like the selection committee is, like whoever's a part of the selection committee for like who gets like what slot for the schedule for like the weekend and whatnot. They get to say like, hey, you know, you've been accepted into this, and like I assume more details are going to be to follow because I've never been a part of something like that before. And do I expect to be chosen? Honestly, no, not really. I don't expect to be chosen, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and I you know, it's not like you have to pay to like have a chance or anything. Like I'm not losing anything, you know, by submitting and whatnot. So I figured, might as well give it a shot. That, and I've also just been getting more interested in the speedrunning side of things in general, especially ever since the Ace Combat 4 speedrun that I did, however long ago that's been now. I mean, not too long ago, but it's been at least a little bit. And everything. So I'll be recording my like run and everything later on in the week after I do a bit more practice for like speedrunning and whatnot with Project Wingman here. I will submit that because submissions are due by October 1st. So that way, you know, the people who are part of like the selection committee have time to look through everyone's like submission video and everything, because each submission video can range from like a couple like minutes depending on like the game to like multiple hours. Like in my case, I haven't done a full-blown practice speedrun from start to finish just yet. I was doing individual levels at this point, or I was doing individual levels for this stream rather. Like I predict it's gonna take me anywhere from 2 to 4 hours roughly around to speedrun the game from start to finish and whatnot with New Game Plus on Mercenary difficulty and everything. But depending on the game, it can be like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, even longer than that, depending on the game in question. So the reason why the submission deadline is as early as October 1st, when the event is in November, is to take into account for the multiple hour video submissions that, you know, the people on the selection like team, committee, board, whatever it is, can have the time to look through everyone's, you know, submission video and whatnot. But yeah, I will be taking my shot at that. Like I said, I don't expect to make it, but it'll be cool if I do. Here, let me and with the words of Solo Wing Pixie, the curtain unfolds, the curtain rises. I just remembered I have so many games in my fucking backlog. I bought Felvidec, is that how you say, in July, and I still haven't played it. Honestly, I have fallen victim to the turning Steam purchases into unplayed games as well. I have a number of games in my Steam library that I haven't even touched yet either. I have that same situation going on. We are the last bastions of sanity. I think mods can time themselves out, but that does it remove their? Oh, okay. Well, I would not want to time out a mod then if it removes their mod sword. Then shoot. I'm not converted to brain rot, I just defend your right to be brain dead in chat. We are in the pillow fort that says no brain rot allowed and has not cute hut on the side. Hey, there we go. Is one of those games free? No, I'm not speedrunning Furry Feet. Why would I How would you even speedrun a game like that? But how would you even do that? What? What are we speedrunning? A high is there like a campaign in that with like a definitive start point and end point? Like what? My body is a machine that turns Steam sales into unplayed games. That's the one. That's the one. Yep. Furry Feet speedrun. Tomboy adventure speedrun. Try not to goon while playing. There's levels in it, if I remember correctly. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, chat. For the record, no. Like the thing is, you can actually. I'll let the outro music. I'll let the outro music play here. We're heading out here in a little bit anyway. Because the thing is, you can submit up to 5 different games. You can submit up to 5 different games, like for your entry and whatnot. Like in your submission, you can attach multiple runs. So it's not like I'm just bound to one game. So like I could submit like 2 runs, 3 runs, 4 runs, and then like the people on the selection team would like pick which run they liked the best and said, hey, like if in the event I were to be like submitted for it, like I said, I don't expect like myself to get in, but they were to say, oh, we really like this game, so this is the game that we want you to speedrun for this time slot and whatnot. I am not fucking speedrunning Furry Feet though. I'm not doing that. I feel like no, well, it wouldn't. Furry Feet. No, Furry Feet would be TOS, I think, right? I think it would be, right? I don't know. I'm not buying the game to find out either way, though. I just make it in as the Furry Feet speedrun landslide by being the only submitter. Oh my gosh, nope, Furry Feet has. Wait, it does? Wait, no, you're lying. Wait, really? Wait, hold on. Stream info, hold on. Hold on. Oh my god, it does. 1,800 followers for the Furry Feet category on Twitch. Oh my fucking god. There's no way that's a thing. What? Alright. Okay, so I guess it is TOS safe. I'm not playing it though. Oh my god. Huh? That is very worthy of multiple huhs, Ace Combat Joel. I am right there with you. Joel played it on Twitch. I think he just made sure beforehand and censored before showing just to be sure. Gotcha. What the? If Changed has its own category that, you know, I mean, you do make a good point. Yeah. Play it for the next followers milestone. No, no, I am sticking with the are you smarter the Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Graders for the sub goal. I don't even think I have another follower goal set up. I don't know. Either way, chat, I'm not playing Furry Feet on stream. I feel like, oh my gosh. We already know that you aren't. Changed isn't that bad. No, like I was there when Whiskey Play changed, like for a little bit. I liked Changed as well. Like besides the like setting aside the like the horny latex TF stuff, like setting that all aside, it was like I enjoyed it and everything. I especially liked it when Darb said, "Hey, touch the crystal, Whiskey," and Whiskey did that, and then Whiskey was stuck on that dragon level, Dragon D's nuts, Lamau got y'all, on that like dragon level for like the next hour and a half, 2 hours or something like that. Flyout stream win. The special edition is even more sus than the normal version, but it's not TOS. Gotcha. Here, I'm gonna get one more sippy of water, but then I think that'll be the stream there. Got y'all, you didn't let us respond. See, that's the thing. If I don't give you all a chance to respond, then I automatically get you. There's no way for you to counter and say, D's nuts, you're not gonna beat us, huh? Because that's how D's nuts jokes totally work. Who said that? Me. On whose authority? Mine. Pausers? Alright. Well, chat, I think that'll about, that's like crashing your car into someone and then suing them for damages. I mean, if they weren't there at that exact moment in time, then I don't know. If they had been 5 seconds early or 5 seconds late. Okay, I'm kidding. I'm obviously kidding. I'm not actually, no. If they weren't there in the first place, no. Say the line, Thunder. Chat. 2006 NASCAR season reaction stream for 250 followers. With that all being said, NASCAR season reaction stream for 250 followers. That would take multiple days, I think, right? That would be like a 2006 NASCAR season reaction stream that would be like subathon worth, which I'm nowhere close to like being ready or like up there on the higher levels of Twitch to like warrant doing like a subathon or anything like that. I'm still a low tier boy on the platform at the end of the day. I got a ways to go before anything like that. Yeah, most races are like 3 hours, and with 36 races, that's like 108. Yeah, that'd be a hell of a, yeah. The Thunder is 849% cute. At least 100, yeah. At least 108 hours, probably a bit more when you take into account things like red flags and cautions and things like that, yeah. But chat, with that all being said, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was a nice little chill and relaxed stream and everything. It was nice to go into overtime a little bit. I will say, it was nice to go into a little bit of overtime to do some speedrunning practice. I think for Wednesday, I'll either do some more like individual level speedrunning practice, or for Wednesday's stream, I might do a full-blown from start to finish practice run of Project Wingman on that day. That might be what I do for Wednesday's stream. I'm not sure. Wednesday's stream will more than likely be more Project Wingman, but whether it'll be just individual level practice or if it'll be a full-blown like start to finish like mock speedrun like practice session / test and whatnot, I will Wednesday me will cross that bridge when he gets to it. That'll be my plan of attack for Wednesday's stream. Chat, I have a YouTube where I post things like video game reviews and essays, and that is also where you can find my stream VODs if you want to catch up on anything that you may have missed. The VODs specifically are unlisted in the playlist section because I don't want those clogging up the main uploads and everything. I also have a Twitter where I post things like video updates, stream updates, and things of the like. Currently, I stream 2 days a week, Mondays and Wednesdays from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern. Every now and then, though, I like to go a little bit, I mean, I don't know. Normally, I've been pretty strict about, like, not going into overtime with, like, Whiskey doing his subathon and everything, but I'm willing to do an exception for today, and I'm definitely willing to do an exception for tomorrow if I do end up doing the, if I choose to do the, like, mock speedrun test from like start to finish for Wednesday's stream and everything. So a little bit of overtime is nice. We haven't had an overtime day in a little bit anyway, I think, so it was nice. So chat, let us commence the raid. Let's see what WikiDingusy69 is up to. Oh, he's back to, looks like he's getting ready to head back to Diddy Kong. All right, raid channel, Whiskey Dingo. Dr. Pepper's so good. Dr. Pepper is really darn good. Yeah, Dr. Pepper is my second favorite soda. My absolute favorite soda is like any kind of orange flavored soda. Whiskey is streaming all month. You have plenty of time to watch him. That is true. That is true. Yeah. Thunder's 894%. Chat, I mean, if you want to spread false information, I mean, that is your prerogative. As I've said plenty of times before, I do not condone the spread of false information, but you seem to want to do that kind of stuff anyway. So, chat, what am I gonna do with you? But yeah, so let's go show some love over to, not false misinformation. I say false misinformation once, however many months ago it's been by now, and y'all are still, when will you let that go? Let's go show some love over to Whiskey Stream. I will see you all on Wednesday for either more individual level practice or the mock speedrun. Like I said, I'm not sure what I want to do on Wednesday yet in regard to Project Wingman, but Wednesday me will cross that bridge when he gets to it. That is something I'm leaving for future me to tackle later on. Let's go show some love over to Whiskey Stream. Stay safe, stay healthy, and peace out, everyone. See y'all on Wednesday.